Yeah, so guys, and I hope I'm still audible. And I've said if you have a question, you can ask. You're free to ask. Yeah, either raise your hand, send a message in Taona, or yeah, you just unmute yourself. That's it. Anyway, so let's do that blotters today here. Oh, this is gold. Let me try by let me start by analyzing EURUSD. Yeah, remember my rule, I always start from higher time frame all the way to lower time frame. Yeah, but most of the time what I do, I check the previous candle cross for the previous week, how the candle was. So this one was last week candlestick. It was a bullish candlestick. Yeah, and the reason I check the previous week cross candlestick because I want to know the direction of the market, the two directions of the market. Yeah, when now the new weeks open, when the market opens. So kindly maximize the screen. I make it small. Maximize. What do you mean by maximizing? Iko kubwa already. Okay, start iko hivi. I want to show you guys the candlestick peke yake na focus na hii candlestick peke yake. So that's why na zoom kabisa. Yeah, nitarudisha tu small. So unaangalianga kama candlestick if it was a bullish candlestick, then I'll be looking forward to continue bullish trend. First of all, I'll sell, then buy. If it was a bearish candlestick, I'll be looking forward to continue with the sell. I'll be looking for sells. Buys first, then sells. Remember, we have imbalances. Then it's not longer left out in that candlestick. So that's what I'm supposed to be looking at. But yeah, I said that's called ABC. It's an ABC strategy. Nilikuwa natumia a fib, but there are rules that you are supposed to follow as a trader. Remember, you said last week, was it last week? No, the previous session, you said if the size of the week, the 2 weeks combined, is bigger than the body, then that's not a valid what? It's not a valid candle. And for this case, this bullish candle here, we cannot use it at all. So it's useless because the size of this week plus the size of this week, it's bigger than the body itself. So that's it. So you won't focus on that at all. So I'm just going to focus on the technical part. Okay, let me do what? Maximize my screen a bit. Okay, so we are going to focus on this range, just this range. So this is what we are going to be trading from here to here. I won't repeat the drawings because we have already done the drawings. on previous sessions. They're just the same. Needed to go changing kidogo pale ndani. Bye. We said this is our strong swing here, and this was our strong week here, down here. So, and remember I said on daily time frame, what you're supposed to mark, the swings, the strong swings, maybe the strong internal, any varied order block. If there's any imbalance inside, you can also mark it. Any liquidity mark. Yeah. If there is any break of structure, the major break of structure, then we mark them. Yeah, and that's it. So since we had this strong swing here, we had the weak swing here, we have this internal break of structure, as market was now doing what? Turning to the downside there. So, and the thing that shows that the market is turning to the downside, the fact that you can see different break of structure. So the internal is bearish, but the swing structure is bullish. So we are looking forward to maybe mitigate the supplies that are left below here before we continue the normal trend. Oh, and actually the general structure EURUSD is bearish, like in a trend equal bearish, but we focus on a small range. You cannot keep our focus previous market prices happen. We are not interested with that. We are only interested with the small range that you have here, and this being our swing, our strong swing. That means we don't want to violate the swing yet. We want to see market continuing bearish. Yeah, so on daily time frame, the market is bullish. We have banked a strong swing and weak swing. The internal is also bullish, because you can see market trending to the downside. So we are not looking forward to violate the demands that are on top here, rather to violate the supplies that are below here. So once we have marked our swings, strong internal and the weak internal, then we can look forward to trend the range that is between the strong internal and the weak internal, which is this range here. Mark it. No, that's my feedback. Which is this range here. So this one will be our main focus. We'll be looking forward to do what? To violate this weak internal, ndio tuendelee na trend wenye inasema something like that. So here hapa tulikuwa tunapanda tukashuka, tukapanda, tukashuka, tukapanda, tukashuka. So this is what we want to see, vitu kama hizo. So this is the overall direction, unless we have a market shift. I consider this as bearish. That's why you have marked this as our internal, strong internal, and this as our weak internal. Remember the rules we said that you are supposed to follow when you want to mark your strong and weak internals. I'm not going to discuss that one here. I give you guys where you can go and find that you know how to mark the ranges. So since you have seen this range, that's it, and that's all. So on Friday, last week, we had market doing what? The market was on this peg. I think it was on Thursday, 16th May. Then it dropped this level here, came back, then dropped, indicating that you're now starting to it's an indication that the market is now bearish. and we be coming to violate any supply zones zenye ziko huku chini that are not being done or that have not been violated. So we had change of character here since, let me zoom, since the market came here down, then went back, dropped, and after this choke we had this big supply here. This one is on a mark upper, then which then made the market do what? To drop. It broke now there. Yeah. After this choke here, this supply was left here. Then market pulled up to that supply, ndio ikaanza kufanya nini? Ikaanza ku sell off. So basically on daily time frame, all I want to see is a continuation of this trend here. Thereby now the market mitigated that zone to come and violate this row here. Yeah, and now it will be officially be what? Internal break of structure. Then then maybe you're going to look for another maybe demand that will a supply that will be formed here, so that we can do what? We can continue with the trend. That's simple, unless otherwise. Yeah, that's it. Now unless market open, then ikuje iendelee kubuy, break this strong internal, we are still what? We are still bullish. If you break this strong internal, now the strong internal will be violated. It will no longer be a strong internal, rather another break of structure. So we'll be looking forward to find another strong internal and weak internal. Now that one means we're going to shift. Now this one won't be a weak internal anymore here, and this one won't be our strong internal anymore here, because now we'll have shifted to bullish. MACU, so on this range, the strong internal and weak internal here, the market was bullish, as you can see here. Ilikuwa inapanda, lakini sasa imefika mahali ime drop, ikaform choke, ikafanya nini? This shows that the market is ready now to come and do what? Correct all the supplies that all the demands that are left down here before we continue with the trend. Remember, that's the rule of the market. After every break of strong maybe break of structure, swing break of structure, we have a pullback. Same case after in every strong internal and weak internal formation, we have a pullback to facilitate the next move or something like that. Yeah, so that's it on daily time frame. There's nothing more, nothing much. Yeah, and the reason I'm not focusing on previous market structures as human, because we already have a strong internal and weak internal here. So that's the only range I'll be focusing on. So let's move to 4-hour time frame. And see what we have. So basically 4-hour time frame, the internal structure is bullish. Yeah, but the overall structure, the main structure iko bearish, but you're going to focus on the small range that you have here. So basically what we had here, we had this as a strong internal. It's normal. I'm supposed to delete it. Yeah, so let's focus on the range currently that you are in here. So we discussed this on previous meeting, just the same thing. It's a repetition. The only thing that we keep changing, when the structure changes, we change now too. So once the market was on this row, it came the upside did what? Gave us a market shift, a change of character here, and it confirmed that we are now bullish. Like the structure has now the internal structure has changed from bearish to bullish. We had a internal break of structure here, which then left us with this demand here, this one here. It was then mitigated, price came, structure here again, left us with this demand here, then moved to the upside, break of structure, left us with this demand, has not been touched yet. Yeah, it's a very good market price. The market price played very well here because it was filling all the gaps that were left behind. It's a very good market price. Inakuanga easy to trade. The market is going correcting all the orders left behind. Hapa unaona this order block was filled. So this is a good thing, na inakuanga sawa sana when you're trading, because utapata entries, unlike time umepata market ina trend, inapanda tu irudi, unapata inakuwa ngumu wewe ku spot trades, ama inashuka tu hairudi, inashuka kushuka tu. So yeah, after that one we had this another internal break of structure ni tuachana this demand here. I think actually had this trade, I think so, that one there, lakini ilikuwa already mitigated on 0% level. Yeah, the other one here equal filled at all, it's still not filled. So these are the demands that we're looking forward to violate once market will respect our buyers. So after that, market never broke another structure. Ilifika hapa juu, dropped kidogo. Let me draw that for you. Dropped. Sema inaonekana vizuri. Let me make 4. Yes, ili drop, kapanda, high violate that high, labda ilishuka, kashuka. Currently tuko hapo juu kidogo, so tuna expect. So this the here very simple to analyze, complicate bit. Market ilifika hapa juu, haiku break this, ikashuka, ikaacha row here, and ikafika hapa, it didn't this row yet. Ilifika hapo ikafanya nini? Ikashuka. So ikishuka ikaviolate this low here yenye ilikuwa imeachwa, and that's the indication of what? A chalk character. Then ika drop from here, ika drop chini, and now that's why we had a very perfect end. How? After this chalk kuliachwa na nini? Na this demand here, there's also this demand here, and liquidation hapa. So na tulikuwa na on this internal strong internal, that it was confirmed to be a strong internal. That's actually how you confirm strong and internals, ama strong swing and weak swings. So we had this demand here, market ilikuja ika correct this liquidity here, like a fill hii order block hapa yenye tuko nayo hapa 50% level. Actually, yeah, this was a perfect trade hapo, na ikaendelea na the overall direct. So mwenye aliingia trade up short position, entry and distance. Yeah, TP should have been this row here. Yeah, stop loss just above that strong internal, and boom, that was it. That's a 9-hour trade with 83 pips target profit and 8 pips target and stop loss. So that's it. Yeah, so what next from there? Market tapped that demand, dropped, broke this structure, left us with this demand here. this one there. So which we expected, market itakuja mpaka hapo juu, do its thing, then we drop. Actually, that's exactly thing that happened there. It respected that demand, like ikuja ikaitap at exactly at 50% level. Yeah, but you're not supposed to take your end at 4 hours time frame. So sometimes we want to chukua trades on 4 time frame. Yeah, depending kama ni swing trade ama ni okay. For a swing trade nataka kuswing, nachukanga nayo at that level, nachukulianga on 4 time frame. But hizi trades are daily. A scale back to M15. Yeah, sometimes nikiona sipati a clear confirmation on M4 kama ni swing trade, nashukanga at least M30 15, nitafute entry point huko ndio nipata fani ku maximize my, to minimize my loss and maximize my profit. Because ukiingilia frame utakurealize uko na stop loss kubwa. Unaona kama ilikuwa 8, lakini maybe ukiscale inaenda kwa raw time frame, utapata stop loss imefanya nini, na pips that you are going to lose zime reduce, na itakuwa sawa kwako. It's an advantage. So that's it. So that's where currently are. Yeah, so whoever whom have maybe taken that trade, target yake ni the same point where target one being this row here. Yeah, wananga do scaling utapata nini, the long run direction yako unataka kufanya nini ku. So that's it. So I'm still waiting for market to open and how things will play out. It is just that simple. Market inafuata how orders have been distributed, you follow them pore, not patently. Don't complicate. I'm coming up with languages zenye watu waelewi. So currently we are there, so the only thing you can do is for the market to open. But before that, you can now scale down kwa M15 tuangalia we have on N15, so that we can know what next. And if you have a question, feel free to unmute. And actually I shared this trade because of groups were in Friday ama ilikuwa Thursday, I don't remember. This one's here and this one. May first delete this one. I'm not any interest. So yeah, it's how, let me shrink this thing ndio tuweze kufocus na kitu moja, tuweze kuoni I doing now. I want to shrink it to a certain level. Yes. So that's how N15 look like. Remember sharing these zones kwa unique group gani, lakini ndani group zote. Nikishare setup na share kwa group zote. So this is how N15 look like. Like now these are strong internal. Remember we are going to focus on this ranges here. We have this high here that was failed to be broken here. We had this row which is now weak internal, M15 weak internal. So we'll be trading on this range. Yeah. So let me do the thing. So we should cut the price. That will be suitable to the top. Yeah. Cut the price. Shit. Image. Oh, this was strong M15 strong swing, weak swing. So if you to trade only on this range here, remember on a strong swing, we don't expect, you're not expecting price to do what, to violate this swing. Tuna expect price respect your swing, na sasa tuendelea kufanya nini? Tuendelea kushuka so that you can violate this weak swing here, tuendelea na the overall direction of the market. So, and that's it. We have that's what we have here. So when I was sharing these zones here, I don't remember if it was on Thursday or Wednesday or Friday. So I said all I'm expecting is price to either come to this zone or to this extreme zone and imekaribia this strong swing, so that we can do what? We can drop to the downside to correct all the surprise zenye zimekuwa left behind huku chini, then violate this swing here. We continue with the overall direction yenye ni bearish. Remember I said EURUSD on daily time frame overall direction ni bearish, like we are bearish on USD. So yeah, and it's aligning with our H4 and M15. So that means you're going to have a short-term sell that tuweza to break this swing here. We pull back again, do the same. The thing repeats once more, again and again. So before I mark these zones here, market dropping to downside mpaka hapa nika form nini, talk about it, this high here, and that now also a confirmation of market. Then price left us with this demand here, supply here, sorry, right here. Then did in, we had this breakout, which then there's a liquidity here. Remember, this was Asian low and Asian high. This Asian zone, unaona imemarkiwa this zone here, it was an Asian range. So we had this as our Asian high, this was our Asian low here. So unlimited all Asian high and lows zinakwanga liquidity, they are liquidity which must be cleared out so that we can continue the general trend. And this one happens every market open. This liquidity here, this was liquidity here. There's inaita liquidity cleared, low it's Asian liquidity, then also cost sector, which also the same liquidity was cleared on the same day, direction, the other direction, and you had this here. So the market it correct kwa that zone here there. But before then we had this here, which was also liquidity, so it wasn't cleared on that day. Market it can drop to this level, break of structure, ikatuachia nini, this demand here, it was later mitigated. Price came down, never broke the row here, went up, formed a high. You can see it here, which is liquidity. So let me make it 16. You can see, yeah, it's clear. You can see it, those equal high there, 2 points there, equal the liquidity. Then dropped, break structure, internal break of structure here. It left us with this surprise on there. Then what happened? Dropped. We had this mess area here, and dropped again. Had this mess area here. Mpaka ikafika hapi down here. Huko chini, what happened? hapa chini hapa, ili ilirudi juu, broke this previous high here. Yeah. So that's in that we are now shifting from bearish to bullish. Yeah, then we have this internal breakout structure which happened on Asian high. So mnaona this was an Asian liquidity, this one here in marked. I don't know which color is that. I don't know if it's bro or what. Whatever color it is, we had this high here. So let me zikuwe kubwa kidogo. You can see it there. Meifanya ikuwa na font ya 16 IBOS plus Asian liquidity high. Price went up, but it left us with this this demand also on this joke. After this joke happened, it was another this demand zone here. Yeah, yatakuja kuviolate. Then though hazikuwa mitigated at all, zikiwa mitigated, price went up, did what? Broke of structure, messy zone, broke of structure, left us with this demand here. Then the market was in passive, same thing, kafika hapa juu, kashuka, failed to continue to form higher highs. So katuachia nini? Joke here. These things bana. Nakia maridadi kwa chat. Sana. Change of character. Yeah, around there it happened. Then market dropped, so it left us with some few demands here zenye zikuwa mitigated at that time. Then dropped to this level here, violated this demand. It didn't hold price, ilikuwa violated, then ndio price ika continue to the upside. Yeah, we had another change of character, imeshindwa kubreak na kuhold hizi surprises ziliachwa hapa juu. Example hii ikiwa moja hapa, so it's a little bit messy. I don't know how you mark messy charts. Una mark kila kitu kwa hiyo zone, so ilishindwa kuhold nini price. So price went up, violated the other this supply here, went up, came back to these zones now, the one that we are saying we want to sell from there, because market changed from bullish to bearish, sindio? So we expected this zone to hold the price, to hold, so redo its thing. Then I expected it to come up to this extreme zone here, though haikufika huko. Hizo mbili sijui ama nafaa kumaki hizo nikiwa kubwa low. Yeah, nilimark vizuri, so that's it. I don't see anything to change. It's just market thing. You have to accept that. So I expected to sell from this point here, from this zone here, but it did not happen. Really expect to sell hapo, nisell mpaka chini huko, but that one didn't happen. So yeah, tuna accept too. So currently here, yeah, at tuko hapa sasa. This is why we are at now. And or you can see we had this high here. Cannot call it a strong internal ama weak internal, because market ijafunga bado inaweza irudi kwa hii zone hapa, na bado itakuwa very valid zone na sisi ku sell from. So but now inaweza pia amua kufanya mambo yake, since if we zoom this thing, you can see before market form this high here, had this break of structure here, very valid one. Hi boss. na iliacha this row here, this row here that was left, na ikakuwa actually chalk plus 2 equal high, almost 2 equal highs, so liquidity, but it was overrated. So unaweza pata market ita respect this structure inataka kuform hapa, the new structure here after this change of character, market ilituacha na this what supply there. So you can see maybe market ikifunguka it will buy then sell on that zone, ama do the other thing, fanya nini, ifike hapa buy sell, do that, continue the sell, whatever. Yeah, something like that. But now basically something like this. Na wachorea tu, lazima uone even those change of character whatever. So hapa maybe ifike hapa ifanye something like that. Ikifika hapa you mitigate your zone, you can sell immediately after you mitigate your zone at 0% level ama 50% level, ama you wait for further confirmation. For those who wait for further confirmation, you see something like that, you break high kidogo, then drop, come now to any supply yenye itakuwa formed hapa, ndio upate kwa nini, ama hapo you sell, though saa you'll be targeting these rows zenye ziko huko chini. So you expect to see something another hot. Now this way you're going to sell from, though most of the time huwa inakunyima chance, ama you're going to miss out ukigoja kufanya nini, kuwa na confirmation entries. Target 1 it will be this row here, because market inaweza fika hapa ifanye nini, I bounce back irudi kwa juu, we don't know. Other targets will now be getting zeros and go chini. Main aim being taking out this week thing to continue with the normal trend. So that's it, guys, on EURUSD. Or you have any question, you can ask, it will be answered. Anyway, how do you mark inducements? Inducement ni imbalance. How I mark imbalance is it's very simple. Ama inducement nini? I think inducement imbalance. What I check, I must see 2 candlesticks, 3 candlesticks that are following each other na zikuwe zote their bearish candlestick. Kama ni kama nataka kumark a bullish inducement, I must see 3 candlesticks following each other consecutively zenye ziko zote bullish. How? So let's say it's our first candlestick, maybe second candlestick, hizi zimechora bullish candlestick ama bearish candlestick, whatever. Anyway, so inducements, can I share a thought of the Dora? Yeah, actually there's a guy mwenye alikuwa anataka kushare an idea. Nimepita. Yeah, mimi nimesahau bana. Na huko nikumbusha. Anyway, it's okay. Let me finish then we do that. Yeah, so let me finish this. You share, I allow you to share your screen. Then ndio tuendelee. So I'm answering this question. Hii swali nani imeuliza? Jetel. Okay. Let's say hizi ndio candlestick zako. So remember, for us to continue with the orders, we must have something called market efficiency, like kila order imekuwa filled. So for inducement ama imbalance, this is how I mark the zones. I mark this zone here. That's my imbalance level. How? So tumesema hizi they are selling candlestick, zina sell kwenda chini. Hapa kuna gap imeachwa. Remember we have wicks here. hii wiki inafaa kuwa hapo ndani bwana. Mbona zinaingia kando huko? Anyway, tunajaribu kuongea na kusikia.
Nilikuwa namaanisha I mean hapo kwa inducement the levels zenye I mean kama traps hivi penye watu wengi, penye mtu akijaribu kusell au kusell ama kubuy anaweza kuwa taken out. Hizo levels mtu anasema kaje?
Nimekuelewa sasa. Inducement levels. Nimeelewa. Call them mimi inaziitanga liquidity points. Let me show you. Let's say actually nimezima huku. Sio ama watu wengine wanazimaki hivyo. Tulikuwa na this level here, this row here. Market imeshuka, imeacha week hapa, ikapanda kidogo, imerudia. This an inducement ni hapa. This week, hii wiki ya candlestick hii, that's what we call an inducement. Imekuja ika-induce hiyo ni liquidity, kapanda. Another example ni penye utaona nimeandika X mahali. Those are inducement levels. They are just weeks zenye maybe market ilikuja ika take out liquidity, then ikaacha candlestick hapo juu. Like this one here. Apart from us having this zone here, kulikuwa na a high here, a week yenye inge act kama liquidity. These are the inducement are just liquidity levels, all liquidity levels. That's what I term as inducements. Any liquidity level inducement. Jani the frontier 16 ndio muone vizuri. Then yeah, hizi highs, all highs and all lows are inducement levels. Kila high, kila low, all inducement levels. Now these weeks here, sometimes most of the time unapatanga when you take your trades bila kama uko cautious sana, unapatanga become make you out. I'll show you an example. Sijama nitaweza kutrace your trade nionyeshe ni gani. Maybe you are right, unafaa kusaidia kwa that zone here. Market imeshuka vizuri, then all of a sudden imekuja out hapa, week 2, then ika drop. Those are what we call inducements. They are just liquidity zones. Any high that you see, even this one here, they are just inducement levels. The things that I term as liquidity inducements. Let me show you an example. Trace hapa. It's a trade I took, was it last week? Then tweaked me out. I see them. Sioni. So here's another example. You had a very varied supply ama demand zone, like this one here. Then on top, hii imerai kwa any high, imerai kwa just after break of structure, imerai tu wako ka high hapo. It's not a main supply ama demand zone. Then hiyo ni ya juu kabisa. It's an inducement. Juu unapatanga. Sasa kama hii hapa, this was a varied zone here ya kusell on. Unaona? So kama ni mtu mwingine angekuja maki hii surprise on there, na kuja anataka kusell on that point. Unaona ndio mimi nafaa so hapa ndio ilikuwa nimepress sell yangu, si ndio? Then upate ana press stop loss yake just slightly above that high ama exactly on that zero level of that knee. So utapata alitolewa because hii demand ama this supply haikuwa kwa ni haikuwa kwa a major, it was not a major demand ama it was just a continuation supply zone yenye ilikuwa inatoa route kuendelea kusell. So unapata huwa zinakuja unakuwa wicked out. That's all. Unaona stop loss yangu ilikuwa wapi? Ilikuwa juu kidogo because I was fearing this would happen. Kwenye umeona nimemark ka X hapo mwisho. Let me make it bigger a little bit. You see that X there? Those are my inducement level. So this one is another one here. Same hivyo. Sijui nimeelezea vizuri. I'm lacking a perfect kuelezea that one. Though I'm not tracing that other trade. Kuna trade nimechukua imefanya nini? Same thing. Ilinitoa then ikaendelea. Oh, nimekumbuka ni gani? I deleted the ni. Iko kwa 4 time frame. Fulani ilikuwa the ABC setup yenye nilikuwa nimeshare kwa group. How am I going to trace that thing? I cannot trace it back. Anyway, that's how I mark my inducements. Any high, it's not on a major what? It's a prior demand zone. I term it as an inducement. Like itakuja ikuwe wicked out, ndio market iweze kuendelea kutoka kwenda chini. Ama market imefika chini, imechange direction, then that's inducements. Utaziona mingi sana. Kwa every choke, kutakuwa na those inducements. Either rose ama on high points. That's it. Joma nimejiko gentle. Asante. Peter, you can share your screen. Ama nimalize. Niko na nini? Kwa hata ni analyze gold. Nimalize. Sijoma naweza maliza ama utashare kwanza ndio niendelee. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, tunakusikia.
Hi. Naweza share. I don't know unaweza kama ni share. I don't know.
Yeah, share. Yeah, share.
Okay. Lakini nilikuwa na swali ya kuuliza kwanza.
Unaweza niuliza?
So unaona how your markings umezifanya? So how do you save save ndio zisipotee? Share ionyeshe.
Sawa. Oh, I also told those people when you took on our previous meeting how I do save them. So what I do, I actually don't save them kwa mara moja. Ndio nifanya kazi yangu ikuwe neat. Huwa save kwa every time frame. Kama niko kwa daily time frame, marking zote nitafanya kwa daily time frame. Zote nitasave wapi? Nitasave hapo. Kwa daily time frame, nikishuka kwa 4 time frame, nipate a very clean chart. That's why, let me show you for instance. But let me first save this one here. Nitaziweka kwa M15. So that's okay. So wacha nikuonyeshe. So unaona my chart is very clean Hata nikienda kwa daily time frame wapi? So nikiingia kwa daily time frame, what I'm required to do ni there's this box here iko hapa juu. Can see it here. To box to it, to square to it. So you open the okay, the moment you do your markings, let me first do any markings here. Niseme nimemark structure yangu. Sitaki hizi niko kwa daily time frame. Hizi ni za daily time frame. Nenda kwa 4 time frame. Ndani nikienda kwa 4 time frame nipate clean charts. So what I'm going to do, I come to this box here, I press control, kitia control, then I right click kwa kama niyo short position, I right click it zote nazimark. After marking them, on top here there's a icon inaitwa create a group of drawings. You press that one, itakupeleka kwa group 1 on ambia ita a default name ya group 1. So you tap on, you name whatever you want to rename it. Maybe unaweza name 1 day, 1 week, 12 weeks, whatever time frame you want, ama 2 hours, 1 hour. So nikienda kwa 2 hour time frame, nitazipata wapi? Nitapata hizo drawings huko. Unaelewa?
Okay.
Yeah, it is that simple. So naenda kwa kila time frame, 15 minutes time frame, nikifanya chart yake na save 4 hour na save 1 day na save, ndio nikuwe na chart safi. Juu sasa tukiweka umemark drawings za daily time frame zote hivyo ndizo hizo hapo umezimark, umekuja kwa the same, umeenda kwa 4 hour time frame, so bado unaziona, umekuja sasa kwa 4 hour time frame, umeongeza chart zingine huko, inakuwa messy. Ukiteremka kwa M15 na una mark za M15, so unakuwa na chart moja chafu sana. So venye chafu kuna drawings mingi. Control this, that's what I do.
Okay.
Kwa sawa?
Yeah, niko sawa.
So you can share your screen now.
Unaiona?
Iko visible, iko sawa?
Okay. So that is a very nice market review from you. First things first, I take this chance to thank the opportunity umenipatia to raise my thoughts on hizi markets. Nimeona unatumia strategies yenye ina suit wewe. I'm also doing this but with a different strategy. So I hope sita wakanganya sana, but it's coming to the same conclusions as long as inakumekia pesa yako. So if kama mtu anaweza niuliza swali, it's okay. But I was looking at the dollar. I've been trading EURUSD for the past month. Na sasa we have a new month. We have opened a new month as of today. Tuko na mwezi mpya. So these are my thoughts on the dollar index. Yenye itanisaidia kufanya analysis ya gold, EURUSD na GBP-USD, basically any USD pair. Now, so nikiangalia dollar, this being a monthly chart, let me bring this price action. Nikiangalia dollar, I can see in monthly. So I can see we have had a few consecutive months that have been bullish. So just general view na kuangalia tu na macho naona for the past few months tumekuwa bullish apart from this trading month. So I would expect some sort of momentum of the bullishness kwa hii dollar. Hence ndio tumeona analysis yako ya shorting the euro. So tukiangalia hii current candlestick, this current trading candlestick, hii mwezi yenye tumemaliza, we can see it's a bearish candlestick, but we have this imbalance to our left, right here, this fair value gap. It's a bearish fair value gap, but the rules are if we ever violate a bearish fair value gap or a bullish fair value gap to the upside or to the downside with bodies, wicks are are exclusive. So with bodies, it's invalidating any selling idea or buying idea depending on that fair value gap. So in our case, this is a bearish fair value gap that we closed above on the previous month. Now, if we do something of the sort, we have inverted that fair value gap to being a bullish fair value gap. Now, the momentum has been bullish for quite a few months. Now, we have had this candlestick that has this long wick to the downside. Now, it liquidated, so price moving from sell side liquidity to buy side liquidity. Hii concept yangu inakuanga ni different kidogo because I use these concepts that a little bit different. It's my personal view on these markets. So don't mind ama unaweza uliza swali mbona nimefanya hivi. So you can just ask. So on this trading month, we did a liquidation of this low. Now, if this is sell side liquidity that we've taken out and we've been breaking highs all along, so we do have this buy side liquidity right here. This high of wacha hii mwezi last month now. So that is buy side liquidity. So that is buy side liquidity. So now the dollar, I would expect by the anatomy of a candlestick. So candlestick yoyote lazima ikuwe iko na data. So candlestick yoyote kama ni bullish, kama ni bearish, lazima ikuwe iko na data. It has to have a top wick or a bottom wick. Lazima you open, you close, you open, you make a high price and you close. So if I'm thinking of my candlestick ya hii mwezi yenye ina trade by the time the month is ending, if I need a bullish candlestick, I need to see a bottom wick to be created right at the opening of that monthly candlestick, ile time yenye ina open within the very first week. So I would expect the candlestick ya hii mwezi open yes at these zones and make a low price. So the move ya kushort, ya kusell is going to be creating the lower part of the candlestick of the monthly. Hiyo ndio price action yenye I will try to avoid as much and maybe going depending na ile volatility yenye nitakuwa nayo ya kwa news. So now on the monthly chart, this monthly chart, it's just done. I don't have anything else I can add on apart from knowing that I am bullish on the monthly chart. Now, dropping down to the weekly chart, it's even more convincing on the idea. So these highs, these are two relative equal highs. So this is the buy side liquidity I'm targeting all the way from the monthly chart. Now, so this being a weekly chart, we can see how we dropped down into that monthly fair value gap that we invalidated, the one that we closed on the with a huge bullish candlestick. So how we closed with this bullish candlestick, I can see it now under the scope of a 1 week chart, this huge momentum invalidating those selling opportunities. Otherwise, if we would have closed below on the monthly chart, anywhere inside here, I would have been looking to continue selling, but we did in fact invalidate that selling idea. So now, this weekly chart, I will be focusing on this price action right here. So now, this is that time that we did liquidate on this on the lower end of that previous month and how we moved above the imbalance. So now, this is the current range that I'm looking at right here. So that is the range I'm looking at. So now 50%, below 50% is discount and above 50% is the premium. So we have come down to that below 50% and we are respecting those prices with this weekly chart quite nicely. So I would expect that momentum to be pushed back to the upside to come and take out the buy side liquidity. So my range is telling me I'm supposed to be buying. My monthly is supporting the idea. So now I just need to determine a bias of which day I'm going to enter the trade to buy long. Now the actual day to sell. So I won't be buying this dollar. I will be selling the euro and the GBP USD. So now this weekly chart, we have this low right here, and we have this low right here, and this low, these three lows. So we can see how we dropped. And then the other candles low, we have taken out internal range liquidity now, the sell side liquidity part of it. So anywhere from this week, I would be expecting momentum to be pushed above all the way to this high pricing right there before moving above and having the pullbacks from the high time frames. Now it's not that clear yet if we can take out this low of the external range. That is why I will be skeptical, or I will not be trading that first week to see how we create a bottom week of the monthly candle. So it will be a little bit aggressive for me on my end trading on this first coming week. So more trades will be taken from now the other week going forth till the month ends, since I have already a bias. So now I can see this low. I have to drop down daily chart and figure out how the prices from lower highs to lower lows. Now, this is it. I'm sorry, excuse me. I've been having a cold lately. So now, these equal highs, clear. Now, we have the order block. This low, right here, and this order block, right there. I will use the wick. Sometimes I do use the bodies only on the low time frames. But on the high time frame, I like marking the whole block if it's a bullish candlestick like this. But on this indice, since that is a small range to me to trade. So we have the order block, and we have the momentum being brought back up now, so that we can close all the way above and come to my target. So now, this being a daily chart, what did we do in the past trading week? We have this imbalance on the monthly that got invalidated now to act as the momentum we are going to push to the upside. I can see a replication. I can see the repetition of the same momentum on a daily chart. Now, here we have it again. So we have this huge fair value gap. I'm going to bolden my candles, and I hope I'm not going to take a lot of time. Maybe 5 more minutes. So I have this fair value gap, this bearish fair value gap right here. It was supposed to hold price and move prices lower. But we do have the liquidation, the order block, and the momentum being brought back up. Now, again, we have done it on the monthly. We have invalidated any selling idea. Otherwise, we would have sold all the way to these lows, but we didn't. So we have closed above. You can see the first time we entered into the imbalance, pushing above it, and in fact closing all the way above it with this candle right here. So we are not going to be any sellers of the dollar. So we are going to be looking for buys. Now we have this low that we liquidated. You see this low right here? We liquidated there and gave the momentum back again. And then we are not taking out the lows. I would like to see these candles being kept like that. This low and this low. So I would like to see any movement below, not taking out a previous low, so that I can be targeting all the buy side all the way. So now for me on this daily chart, I'm going to stop at it right there so that I can do a comparison with how the euro has been behaving on the same. So right below, I do have our euro USD, and above I have my dollar index. So I'm going to make this chart look like candles. So whatever the dollar is doing, it has to have the very same exact price action on the euro. So let's look for the evidence here. So I have this high on the dollar right there. And then I have this low on the euro right here. So that is exactly what I will be targeting on the euro. The high is the buy side liquidity on the dollar index. The low is the sell side liquidity on the dollar index. Now, we can see how we drop down below this imbalance. I can do this again. I can do the whole analysis again, but on the Euro USD, but we have already been done. The analysis has already been delivered to us. I'm going to just do it roughly here, depending on how I see this. So we have this imbalance that dropped down right there. So if we are dropping down on the dollar, we have to be buying on euro. So we drop down. This is the buy right there. So did we close below our fair value gap on the daily chart of our Euro USD? Yes, we did. And again, now two lows are going to be symbolizing the strength and the weakness of the dollar and the euro. So we are failing to make a lower low, and we are failing to make a high. This is a crack in correlation of pair and the dollar itself. It has to be seen in all the dollar pairs, because we are trading the dollar against these currencies. So for the euro, I had seen the entry that you have given us right here. And my thought is that I see that high being taken out, the high being taken out. Let me just close it. So here it is. So these two highs, those two highs on the euro, I had seen one high being violated. I am seeing this high being violated before having selling opportunities. So yes, I think you can hold on to the entry opportunity on the extreme supply on the 4 hour, I think. On the low time frame you gave us. So this entry above this high, I think it is pretty valid. It is pretty valid. But the evidence I wanted to see the same evidence of the dollar having these two lows, and Euro USD. So these are the lows on the dollar. These are the lows on. These are the highs on Euro USD. So I wanted to see them on GBP USD. It has to give me the same price action. Otherwise, I am not going to be taking it. So we can see this low on the dollar again. So this high, and this low on the dollar again, and this high. So the selling opportunities for USD and Euro USD and whatever NZD USD are valid. The same will be applying on, if we are buying the dollar, you need to be buying USD CAD, USD JPY, those USD pairs. But as for gold, I didn't have a very clear view, so I'm going to give this over to you, and if anybody has a question, you can just ask. So you can share your screen.
Okay, thank you sana Peter.
Okay.
It's a very good actually. Now I don't know why I didn't even start by sharing the DX first and the Forex calendar. Those are the first things that I look at the moment I open my before I open my trading view. I first check the calendar, analyze the news, see what the news have for last that week. Then the moment I open trading view, I go directly to DXY, analyze it, so that I can have a clear overview back in my head of what I'm expecting on the pairs that I'm going to trade. Yeah.
One last request, if kindly kwa group, if you can post consistent charts for this 1 week so I can see how you took your entries, because I can see if we have the same idea of selling euro all the way, I think I should take better caution when making my entry. So if I can see maybe you have made this entry, what I could have done different, or what I could have made different with my strategy.
Okay, no problem with that. I share, and I always share. So,
okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, at least actually I couldn't have remembered to share my DXY analysis and Forex calendar. So, but now the remaining thing now, tukimaliza kuanalyze gold, we'll go back to the Forex calendar. You see what we have and what we expect. Yeah, and you'll see that all the buyers are running from my technical analysis to, was it Peter? Yeah, Peter DXY analysis to the economical calendar. Utapata zote they are all almost aligning to the same thing. Yeah, so those are the things that I want to see so that I can do what I can trade. In the moment nimekuja nimepata DXY, it's maybe bearish and I'm trying to maybe sell the euro, doesn't make sense. Ama naenda kwa calendar naona all the market concepts zinanipea positive, something positive that will make the dollar, that will make the dollar strong. Then nikuja kwa setup najaribu kuangalia wrong positions maybe kwa gold na EURUSD ama GBP/USD. I make sense, but the moment you see them aligning together, unajua at least you are on the right direction. So thank you very much, Peter. So allow me to share my analysis on gold. It will take me like 10 minutes peke yake because there's nothing much on gold. Then tutaangalia Forex calendar and we call it a day. Yeah, tuone kesho itakuwaje. So let me share my screen. I tend to take less time here. Juu naona our time is already, we only have 6 minutes. So sitaongea much I'ma give much details on gold. And actually gold to me, according to my view and the experience I have, gold bado haijanipea the exact thing that I want to see. Yeah, it's actually my perfect pair. I love gold mbaya sana, but nimekaa bila kuitrade for quite a long time juu hainipei the exact thing that I want to see. But okay, anyway, I don't have sina a clear strong swing ama yeah, I don't have a clear strong swing. So the moment you don't have a clear range, na kuwa ngumu wewe kufanya nini, wewe kutrade. But hii niko nafanya tu leo masaa ingine. Yeah, and I decided to focus on this small range here. Juu hakuna sina the market itself, it's bullish. Na tujakuwa na confirmation of a strong swing ama a weak swing, but naona kama itakuwa formed very soon. Saizi it's a good direction, and like hizi siku zingine imekuwa ikipanda ever since it broke this highs here, the two highs, imekuwa kupanda tu bila kutuachia any mechanical approach nzuri. So but I decided to focus on this small range here without marking my swing high ama swing low hivyo tu. So what I saw on gold, it broke this structure here on top here, then the moment it broke your structure hapo, it left us with this demand here. So I'll mark the week, inakaa kuwa valid sana. Yeah, actually ilikuwa respected. Then yeah, okay, it push down, it broke that structure here, there, then it left us with this demand there, imekuwa tu touch tu kidogo, then after that ilituachana hii supply hapo juu. So that's it on daily time frame. So what I'm expecting to see on daily time frame, na expect market sell, gold to sell, the sell off ikuja take out this row here, na itakuwa imeconfirm my chalk ama change of character, itakuwa na market shift So the moment that happens, then that I'll mark this high here as my weak internal, my strong, my weak swing huko juu. Kuna mtu anajaribu kuongea Peter? Okay, so that's it on daily time frame. Hakuna kitu kingine kubwa naona hapo ndani, so I'm waiting to see what market will do from that point. Then I scaled down to H4. Yeah, kwa H4 I decided also to focus on the same zone range, whereby nili decide kuangalia what exactly has been printed on the previous days using the same range too. So there was this internal break of structure, but before that price ilikuwa push down, ika mitigate this demand here, ilikuwa imeachwa hapa nyuma, then ikafika hapa mwisho, it did liquidation here. You can see we had liquidation here, then this was the last lower point, then price pushed upward, form a choke, change of character here. So we had market shift now to bullish, form another break of structure. But before break of structure, after this choke, we had this demand zone here. Now below it, we had this liquidity here. This row, it's a liquidity, and mark X upper. Yeah, then price moved to the upside, break of structure, left us with this all lows and highs. They are all liquidity. We call them liquidity ama inducements ama whatever. So ikatuacha na this small demand, then ika push us upside, ikatuacha na this inside bar hapa, though they were all violated. You can see they were all violated, then ikafika hapa juu. That's when haikuendelea ku buy off. So actually on M4 on H4, this one can be a weak internal. It's a confirmed weak internal because there was this row that was left behind here and it was broken. So leaving us with this demand there, then think about it, this row here, liquidate pia, ikatoa hiyo liquidity pia, so it was cleared the liquidity, then ikapush kidogo juu, did what again, cleared another row here, liquidity, did another liquidation here without taking these highs. Yeah, so you still have the highs. So saizi penye tuko, it shows that bado iko na interest ya kuendelea kushuka with the way that with the way this structure is being printed here. So what I'm expecting, maybe after the market imekuwa open, na expect either kuona price iki drop down to this zone here, then I'll scale down to M15. I see the reaction so that I can decide to buy kwa this row here. And since these are weak internal here, so it, of course automatically becomes a strong internal, right? A strong internal. This row here, it's now our strong internal. So I expect ishuke, then I see a good entry model here, then I buy from that point, ama naweza amua kurudi mpaka kwa hii zone. Remember we have seen that kwa EURUSD kuna trade fulani hapo nimeonyesha imefanya the same thing, thereby itakuja ibuy penye iko saizi, buy to this level. I see a good entry model, I sell to this zone here, then we continue buying, ama you decide to buy ikuja huku ifike huku juu ikose ku respect this demand na iendelee na break this weak internal, because we don't have an accurate zone ama accurate zone structure ya tunaweza tumia kwa daily time frame. So this is my expectation, so I'll be monitoring this zone and this zone for this week. And now kwa 15 ni kuna mark kitu kwa ngoja nione, I don't know. I think there was something. Yeah, thank you. So kwa M15 tumesema strong internal, weak internal, so tutafocus tuna tu finye kitu chini tuone. Yes. So tukiangalia this market price hapa, ilikuwa ilifika hapa ndio ilikuwa mwisho, the last selling point, ikapanda juu, break of structure, ikatuacha na zone fulani hapa, break of structure, a zone, break of structure, zone, ikafika hapa juu, ikaanza sasa kufanya nini, haikuform another high, so ilianza kushuka, and then this one become a strong internal, and now this one will be a strong weak internal down here. Yeah, so kwa M15 tuko na a clear zone, bado kwa M4 tuko nayo, so this is our range here of whether you're going to buy or sell. So but now my major focus itakuwa ni a very small area here, so let's focus na hapa. After some market imeanza kusell, imekuwa bearish, so ili come ikafanya nini, from that my boss, we had chalk here inside here, this low here, so akaonekani vizuri, so I'll try to zoom it. Let me zoom it ndio tuone. So we had this row here which act as a market shift point, chalk. Yes. It left us with what zone? Which zone? Okay, we can mark this as our zone there, and as our liquidity point now the inducement bado. So but all we are going to sell from here, tuwezi eka stop loss yetu hapa, lazima tuweke juu kidogo. Yeah, that's our first zone which was not mitigated, so this another liquidity there. Liquidity. So yeah, we also had this inside bar here, which was respected. Actually, when you're marking break of structure for every zone, what we do, what we mark the reasons, order blocks. Yeah, recent. Don't mark the one there is huko juu kabisa. We mark the recent one. So this was one of it. Ilikuwa respected vizuri sana. So it was a good entry zone here. Had another one here. Had break of structure. Ilituachia zone gani? One zone here. Can mark this inducement. Or you can mark this blue candlestick, the whole of it. Ilikuja na juu yake kulikuwa na nini? This Asian high, which is now our liquidity. Asian high plus what? Plus liquidity. Yeah, which was taken out. Remember how guys we trade Asian highs and lows. So okay, hapa ikuwa na good entry model. Tuko kwa M15 haikuwa na that good entry model, but it'll take out the Asian high. You can mitigate that demand zone there. Then ikashuka. We had this Asian low here, which was also a liquidity point. Then which was also cleared. Ikatuachia this demand here. It wasn't mitigated. Yeah, so also hiyo siku, which was this hii siku hapa, it was on 22nd May up to 22nd May. We had this Asian high, which is point of liquidity now. It has not been cleared yet. Yeah, so kama if you are to clear this liquidity, the Asian high, tungekuwa tuna focus more on this zone here. Hiyo siku tungekuwa tutafuta entry. Sasa tungekuja tutafuta entry hapa sasa ndio to target this low here. That's how we trade Asian liquidity sweep. Yeah, but haiko happen hivyo. Market ilifanya nini? It did thin, ikashuka. So yeah, had another one here, small breakout structure under this zone here in mark hapa saizi. Then another one here, we had this zone and this recent zone here. So if you are to clear this Asian high here, you would have that day tungekuwa tuna focus na this zone. This will be a major focus hapo to see something like this. Maybe tushuke target this row here. Pia this one could also, kama hii zone hainge hold price, then you could have kept our focus on the extreme zone there. Like that. Yeah. So kama hii zone hainge hold price, then inge form kitu kama gani? Something like that, ikuje ifika kwa hiyo zone, ishuke, ishindwe. Yeah, something like that. Ndio guys. Yeah, but it didn't do that. So bado imetuachia. So juu tuko na a lot of buy side liquidity zenye tunafaa kuwa zinakuwa tunafaa nini kuona zikuwa cleared. Dropped, had this zone here. Dropped, we had this zone here, which was respectively mitigated. Yeah, that's also another good sell there. Kafika hapa market ikafika hapa mwisho to this liquidation here, change of character, ikapanda juu, mitigated this zone here, ikashuka chini, mitigated the zone that was left after change of character. Price moved to the upside, ikaacha this equal high, which was After this equal high and liquidity equal highs plus internal break of structure, we had this zone here yenye currently it has not been mitigated yet, all the way ikapanda juu, dropped. Now it mitigated this zone here, tunafuata structure actually, yeah, dropped, break of structure, left us with this zone here, liquidation hapa juu. Then actually it's not liquidation, liquidation was already done after, no, yeah, it's liquidation. Ilikuwa maana kama isha no zen imefika hapa, so ningemaki hii ndio ingekuwa liquidation point, ingekuwa ime out that liquidity imetoa, so that's a liquidation yenye iko hapo juu. So I'm expecting kama price itabuy. Kuna huyo mtu alikuwa ameuliza swali ya nini, how I mark my inducements, this one of them. So I don't expect, if at all I'm going to sell on this zone here, tinikuja niweke stop loss yangu hapo juu hivyo. I expect it to be a little bit bigger based on the entry model, ndio nione ikiwa ikuje ikue ifanywe liquidation or whatever, then ndio endelee kusell. If at all I'm going to sell or buy on to sell on that zone, sorry. So it didn't happen, there was no liquidation, so price drop all the way down kafika huko chini mwisho kabisa. Change of character left us with this demand zone here, break of structure left us with nothing on top. Yeah, this demand here, surprise, sorry, which did not hold price, ilikuwa broken impulsively. So that's where currently we are. Yeah, so tuko bearish, sindio? So what I'm expecting to see now that we have another break of structure, we have this zone here, then another break of structure here, we have this zone here, break of structure, zone that was already violated, we have this row here. If at all price is going to follow the structure when inaenda, then I expect gold ibai tu kidogo mpaka hapo, then sell off. Hiyo zone hold price, ndio maana nimechora circle hapa. Then kama ita hold, then this will be another valid zone here. After entry model kwa M1 ama M3 nishuke nayo. Major targets, target 1 with this row here. Mambo ikienda sawa, I target other zones zenye ziko huko chini. So that's it on gold. I have nothing more on gold. So let's go to the trading calendar. Tuone tuko na nini, what do we have? Yeah, that's it gold guys on gold. So yes, this week nakaa kuwa kumoto. It's a new week, a new month. Yeah, so let's see what we have. Yes, like that. So okay, this week tuko na tomorrow tuko na, on Monday you have PMI, manufacturing PMI. You also have ISM, manufacturing PMI. Tuesday we have job openings. On Wednesday we have ADP. You also have service PMI. You have ISM, manufacturing index. You have initial job claims. You have average hourly earning. You have NFP on Friday and unemployment rates. Hey, bana hii wiki ni kumoto. Anyway, on Monday, under PMI, the previous data release was 50.9. They are forecasting it to be 50.9. Yeah, so if at all they actually be bigger than that one, it will be good for the dollar. I'll explain in a while. Then ISM, manufacturing PMI, the previous data release was 49.2. They are forecasting it to be 49.8, which is a good release for the dollar. It will make the dollar bullish. On Tuesday, sorry, under job openings, previous job openings were 8.488 million. This time round, it's a decrease. They are forecasting it to be a decrease, like 8.4 million. If it happens like that, it will weaken the dollar. Yeah. On Wednesday, we have ADP non-farm payroll and employments. So under this one, we have 192K previous data release. Actual, the forecast, they are forecasting to be 172. Actual bigger than the forecast will be bigger, will be a good index. It will be good for the dollar. It will make the dollar bullish. Service PMI 54.8 previous 54.8. If the actual will be bigger than that one, it will be good for dollar. Ikitoka exact point, kutakuwa na effect. Ikitoka lesser than that, the dollar will be bearish. You have an ISM and manufacturing PMI, the same case. If the forecast will be bigger, the actual will be bigger than the forecast, then good for the dollar. Initial job claims, the previous one was 219. They're forecasting it to be 215. If at all that will be the case, the dollar will be weak. We have NFP. Previous one was 178. This one is 158, 55K. By which, if at all the forecast, the actual data will be bigger than the forecast, it's a good for the dollar. The dollar will be bullish. Okay, let me explain